And welcome back, everyone, to the Dodge June Jones Show. Hey, Coach, time now for this part of the program where, we had a lot of fun last year going back in time and catching up with former UH players.
Yeah, and I'm sure, like many others, it was my favorite part of the show, and I'm sure the fans enjoyed it too.
It's called A Warrior to Remember, and this week we visit with a former player who some 40 years later is still the big man on campus.
So you're going to wear your uniform every day now?
Yes.
Very good. Okay.
He's the big man on campus,
You don't have a lunch ticket.
both in size and stature.
Did you get the 2 suspensions yesterday on the boys that I sent home?
Sinking his teeth into a myriad of problems, Agenhart Ellis is vice principal at Dole Middle School in Kalihi Valley. Among his duties, enforcing discipline and ensuring safety on campus.
Next week we're going to do the fire drill. So I already talked to Fia. She's going to call the fire department and set up the bells. But
In 1963, Ellis joined the University of Hawaii football team after playing a year at Kansas. The Kamehameha School's all-star lineman found the college program mired in mediocrity. You see, during those days, high school football filled Honolulu Stadium. College games played second fiddle.
lucky we had 1,000, 2,000 fans, and like you said earlier, the first few years we played half club teams and half college.
Ellis was a 260-pound offensive tackle, a fierce blocker in a predominant run-oriented offense. By the end of his career, the Rainbows were scheduling all college teams, as this was a period of big growth for the football program.
University of Hawaii wasn't big time at that time. We were struggling, so we're part of that building era, and I still am happy that I was part of that.
The pinnacle of Ellis's playing days came in 1967, selected with 6 other local boys to play in the Hula Bowl. That's Skip Diaz, number 64, and Rockne Freitas, 51, teammates on the North team.
How are you, Brendan? How are you? Good to see you.
After his playing days, Ellis became a teacher in the public school system. He spent close to 20 years as athletic director at Farrington. With over 30 years in education, Ellis was set to retire, but he was needed at Dole. A school with its diverse cultural and economic backgrounds is struggling under federal guidelines. He keeps working, he says, in hopes of making a difference.
I see the teachers trying to do that in the classroom, and the administration trying to give them all the support they can. Now we're trying to work with the parents, because that's a very integral part of the success of the child is the parents. And as we get those 3 components together, I think then we'll have a chance.
Ellis says he's a firm believer in giving back. That's why he and many other former athletes return to become teachers, coaches, and administrators.
We try to do the things that we learned when we had the benefit of playing sports, and that we try to do that for the kids now, and I think that's why we all come back. So many of our former players come back into education, become coaches, and try to be teachers or what principals, and they try to make a difference, because that's what we were fortunate. We were able to get through. I would have never gone to college if it wasn't for athletics.
And you know what? Agenhart Ellis comes from a great football family. His father played at Kamehameha. He played at Kamehameha. His son played at Kamehameha. Also, his son played at the University of Hawaii in the 90s.
And I think a lot of people aren't aware that the father-son duo there are the only ones from Hawaii ever to both play in the Hula Bowl.
All right, that's a great accomplishment. Congratulations to the Ellis family. Hey, Coach, you want to go to Disneyland?
I would like to go to Disneyland.
Hey, some lucky fan and 3 of his friends or family is going to have a chance on our contest. It's called Guess the Passing Record, and you can send your guess on a postcard or a 3x5.